2004, the idea of Sunjata was created, where I had hoped to create not really a story, but more of a world where lots of stories could actually exist. And I had looked at heavily relying on African history and mythology, because we wanted to create a fantasy world with a lot of African heritage. So when we started the project, we had a lot of ideas, but eventually, due to the size of the development team, which is just me and Hannington, we had to compress everything but still be able to make it enjoyable. So we came up with a couple of new ideas, such as the chick-based system, which is during combat, the main character can perform acts of magic through chanting. Wanted to bring in this whole chanting theme where you have control of the type of magic that you actually use. And what we had hoped is we wanted the player to experience learning of this magic. So the experience is not just points in a game, but more of you learning African culture and magic and using those chants, those syllables, those words to actually create an attack. So the environment is pretty much based upon a system that our designer, our 3D designer, who is Hannington, designed, and it's called the Crowl Punk Scheme. That's what he calls it, and it is pretty much a subgenre where the whole world, its economic, its energy, resources, identification of wealth is based upon the harvesting of gas, which they get from cows. And we wanted cows because cattle in African culture is pretty much a big deal. It is still in many places a measure of wealth and used in dowry, and thus even bringing forth tribal wars over cattle wrestling. And this is something that we would hope to also bring forth to the game. The story is pretty much, it's based around Carmen Elik, an orphaned mercenary who wanders around not really sure of where he belongs because of his appearance. Most people reject him and view him as a demon. So when fate calls and he has to now save the same people who have scorned him, I feel it brings more energy to the player's reason to want to follow through with the story and explore this land that we've created. We had written a couple of different storylines in Sunjata, but stories that are all linked, and we're actually hoping to bring forth that even after the Sunjata Trumpet of Last project. We would like to continue and show all these different kinds of histories, the future of the world that we created. Carmen Elik will meet all kinds of people on his journey to save, well, everyone. And one of these people is Oshun. Oshun is a water spirit that aids Ka in his battles and is more of a conscience to him, tries to keep him on track, tries to encourage him to stay focused on his mission. You will also encounter the warrior Princess Toma, which is short for Fatuma, who in actual history was a princess who sacrificed herself for her people. And there are lots of colorful characters in the world that you will come across, and our hope is that you get to really experience that.